to it. Yes, and listen, like, people are writing out all of these well thought out, like all of these like big comments about how gaming is going downhill. And I want to let you know, I completely agree with you. I think pay to win stuff in video games is terrible. I think it's stupid. And you know what else? I think that nothing is going to change until you petition the government, because there are always going to be new dipshits that are going to get old enough to play these games and steal their mom's credit card and do it themselves. That's all there is to it. Yeah, then stop doing it? Well, no, it's better content that way. It's definitely better content for me to, like, who the fuck would want to watch me farm out Chaos Dungeons for 12 hours a day? Or like farm out like 10 different alts doing the exact same repetitive activities over and over and over. My goal with you guys is to give you the best content possible. That's the only thing that I care about. I don't care about the integrity of whatever people perceive to be my morals. I don't care about the direction of the gaming industry. None of these things matter to me. Well, they do matter. They just don't matter as much as entertaining you guys. And that's what really does matter to me. And I will do my best to come on every day, almost, and do that. And that's all there is to it. That's all I care about. That's all there is to it. You're not forcing anybody to give you the gifts anyway. I actually want to talk about that. So, if New World ever becomes a good enough game that I'm going to play it regularly again, I'm thinking about making my intros for New World instead of like just chatting. And in order to unlock the actual intro, I will have a bounty. I will hold the stream hostage, and I will have a bounty on my stream that I must receive. We will not do any content in the game until I receive 5,000 gold in my bank right now. I will hold it hostage. Look, furnishing's expensive, okay, guys? Nobody pays, the intro never stops. Sounds like a 200 woodcutting stream to me. Anyways, Redditors lobbying me instead of the government because they foolishly believe that I have some sense of power. The fact is that I do not. No, I can't do anything. And I can't even, the problem is, like, if I went and I tried to explain this problem to Joe Biden, imagine how bad that would go. Imagine how little that would, how productive that would be. And also, by the way, I don't want people to think that, oh, wow, Asmon actually secret red pill Republican. If I explained it to Donald Trump, it would be worse because Donald Trump would start playing the game so he could spend money and whale it and lord it over other people, okay? Like, this is not like a fucking, a points system for the different teams here. It's all the same. To me, it is. Yes, I'm not a politician. No, I'm not a politician. No, I thought about going into politics. Actually, as I said before, I did political stuff whenever I was very young. Like, I'm talking like 18, 19, 20 years old. I was a big fan of Ron Paul. I was so into politics, I voted for Gary Johnson. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. What a mistake that was. Oh, my God. Can you imagine that? Dude, I voted for Gary Johnson. Yeah, that was down bad. It was 2012. I loved Ron Paul. Yeah, I did. Austin Mayor. I don't even know who our mayor is. I have no idea. And that's worse than a wasted vote. Yeah, it is. It was really stupid. And so, yeah, that's what it is. And the old man could not even wipe. Dude, I'm trying to have an influence when it comes to MMOs. You could probably push AGS to remove the dead zone between 1340 and 1370. What if I told you that I messaged somebody from AGS yesterday talking about the problem? Because I did. I know it's a problem. It's bad for the game. Yeah, it's bad for the game. Yeah, as soon as I ended my stream, I messaged him. Yeah, I did, because the experience that I had yesterday was not a good experience. It was good content because it was bad. It was a very bad experience. And I just put that experience in front of thousands of people. Put a post on the forums up about it? Yeah. Ooh, do an interview with someone to clarify things? There's no reason to clarify anything. I don't. There's no reason to hear what people have to say. It's what they do that matters. That's what it is. Would you have done it if it didn't happen? Would I have done... Wait, what? I don't know what that means. My problem with your argument is the beginning you say you're going to play a game seriously, then you get bored and get free gear, golden gear, skip a majority of the content, then stay there. Yeah, that's exactly right. I was going to play it legitimately until playing it legitimately was no longer good content, and then I stopped playing it legitimately. Yeah. Yep. That's right. Yep. I mean, that's why. That's what it was. But you are playing it legit? That's true. And by the way, guys, my name is Asmongold on Galatar server. I want to make sure people don't forget that in case, you know, you get something nice with maybe +3, +4 mayhem on it. If you don't know what to do with that item, just go ahead and send it over here, and I'll take care of it, okay? That's what it is. You see yourself playing Wrath Classic? Yeah, for a little bit, but not too much. You many times you don't care about the game unless it's content that you profit from. Well, I feel like I do care about the game. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I would still be playing Lost Ark. I would just not be in fucking 1370. Like, if I was not streaming, let me tell you what I would be doing. I would be farming out all of the Giants hearts. I would be farming out everything like that, because I would be farming up roster level right now. And I would wait, and I would do exactly what Stoops did. Is I would just build up as much gold as I possibly could, and then as soon as the content unlocks, I would catch up to everybody, and I would still have a massive advantage over them. That's what I would have done. Yeah, and I know that, but you don't have to. No, I don't have to, because I can just get people to give it to me. So, exactly. And so, like, there are a lot of overly serious 30-year-old MMO fans that watch my stream, and they don't understand the fact that I do things like this because I just think they're funny and they're good content. And they don't like the idea of satirizing things like this because they treat them very seriously. They view these things as very bad, etc. I think that they're also bad. Like, I'll read these here, and I want to go ahead and move on. We'll talk about, like, maybe one other thing, and that's about it. People putting streamers on a pedestal are weird, man. Well, I think that a lot of people, like, they want to hear what I have to say about certain things, etc. But yeah, I would generally agree. When will I play Final Fantasy again? Probably in a few weeks, I'd say. Maybe a little bit less than that. But yeah, I plan on playing it very soon, actually. Yeah, I do. Glad you did it. More people can realize how bad the pay to win is. Yeah, I know that. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's at least somebody who sees where I'm coming from. And so yeah, I do plan on doing that. Obviously, we'll finish up Elden Ring. I want to play a couple of other games too. There's actually a game that Dylan's girlfriend Lily said maybe I should play. It's called Needy Streamer Overload, and it's where you're like a streamer girl's boyfriend, and you get to manage her life, and apparently you can kill her or something like that. And so I thought we could play that on stream in a couple of days. How do you guys like that? Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got banned? Ah, it's what it is. I got a vacation. Huh? It sounds great. I'll make that a YouTube video too. That's fine. Yeah, we'll play that in a couple of days. How about that, guys? It's disgusting. I know. And so let's look over here. How far have we strayed from God's light when we're finding horseshit games like Lost Ark acceptable? It's a game designed fleecing the players, literally. Because they're sheep, right? The purpose of this game is to fuck the customer in the ass enough that the customer pays money to make it stop. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This is why I want to read these out on my stream. I don't care that the game is free to play. The reasons it's free is literally the same reason why drug dealers give out free samples of heroin. That's actually very accurate. This is a true and real statement. Games like this are cancerous, and the popularity of Lost Ark will, without a glimmer of a doubt, drive the MMO and gaming industry further into the gutter. It'll push the entire medium into more predatory monetization practices. Asmongold and all other big streamers who have embraced Lost Arks are acting like a useful idiot to this shit draped side of the industry. I want it to get worse. I do. I want it to get worse. It has to get worse. And do you know why? Because until it gets really, really, really bad, nothing will ever be done. That's what I said before about like things being pay to win and like these types of games. It will take. Remember how I told you guys it would take 10 years or so, 10 to 15 years for people to like kind of rein this stuff in. Do you remember? Do you remember that? I said that like maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Yes, I said that, and this is the same point. Like it's just the faster we get it over with, the better. Yep, let's just get it over with. Yep, get it worse so government stops it. Exactly. It's pretty bad now. How much worse could it get? Man. Ooh, man. So it's actually not going to get worse. What's actually going to get worse, here's what's really going to get worse. There's going to be more commoditization and monetization of people's online social presence. And what's going to happen is that the more that people can use money and real life status in order to use that to lord it over people in the online atmosphere, they're going to do that more and more. You're seeing that happen with NFTs, so people can create different classes of people on social media. And why do different classes of people exist? Well, it's because that's the way humans work. That's why India had a caste system. That's why fucking Europe had a caste system. That's why China did. That's why America does. And that's why every fucking thing in the entire world has a caste system in some way or another. Europe had a caste system? Yes, it did. Yeah, like, you know, like the king? Remember that guy? Remember the king? He's just an everyday dude, isn't he? Yeah, it's yeah, come on, it's feudalism, exactly. And we're moving towards neo-feudalism, where people now, their jobs are completely built around just providing and bringing food to rich people that don't have time to do it themselves. People are completely turning into slaves again, and it's just getting worse. And my opinion is that let's keep it going, because it's gonna keep happening until it gets so bad that people have to address the fact that we need a universal basic income. That's my opinion. I have thought this for years. I loved Andrew Yang. He follows me on Twitter. I'd love to talk to him someday. I totally fucking agree, because I think that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have people effectively slaves in the next 50 years, especially once automation takes over. People are going to completely lose most of their jobs. All unskilled workers will be completely out of a job, and they'll either have to be, mollified by bread and circuses like Caesar, or by some other way. Was it Caesar or was it somebody else? I don't remember who it was who said that. But you know what I'm saying. Yes, this is all there is to it. I guess he's against it. It doesn't really matter I'm against it or not. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is this is what I think is going to happen, right? And like, I'm saying this because I want to be clipped in 5 years and say, see, I told you so. I told you so. See, yep, see? Asmon knew. He knew it was going to happen. He knew that was what was going to happen. Yep. Yep. And so that's it. Athleticism is a good way to avoid that. Athleticism? You think being strong is going to matter? Absolutely not. That's the one thing that doesn't matter more than anything. Who's going to pay for UBI? Well, I will. Of course. People like me will. Who did you think was going to pay for it? Duh. Wait, where do you think the money comes from? It comes from rich people. Yeah, like you guys give me your money and then I give it back to you. And what do we call that? Government. Isn't that great? So let's look at the rest of these. I can't believe that there are people who actually want him to spend cash on the game because it'll be good content and show how bad the monetization is. Are you an idiot or what's going on? Everyone with half a brain cell knows the monetization is bad. He doesn't need to feed the gaping goatsy that's Lost Ark for anyone to understand that. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that true? Are we in the same universe? Is this what, because if I remember right, what I remember pretty damn fucking clearly is whenever I said that Lost Ark was pay to win, I got an entire chat box of question marks. I was one of the first people that said it was pay to win. I was one of the first ones to come out and say it was pay to win. And watch that guy's video that dive... Like, I was the first... Who was it? What the guy? This guy right here. I think this was his name. Yes. And we'll watch that in a minute, too. And, yes. Remember this guy who I watched who had like 1,000 subscribers or something like that? I reacted to his video and I said true despite everybody else disagreeing with me and telling me that I was wrong. He had 400 subs because I knew he wasn't. I was the one who saw this. Like, I knew this before anybody did. Like, yeah. Because he's still wrong? Well, apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. It has a store, for God's sake. Why is this an achievement? You're really defending the game, saying if you think it's pay to win, that it's pay to win. If you think it isn't, then it isn't. That isn't you claiming it's pay to win at all. That's because people have different definitions of pay to win. Under my definition of pay to win, it is pay to win. And I think under the definition of pay to win, it's pay to win. But there are people that live in their own truth, in their own world, because it's 2022 and you don't have to accept reality anymore. And there are no definitions that everybody can agree on. And everything's completely subjective and nothing is real. However, in my opinion, I think that it's pay to win game. It is. It's a pay to win game. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Pay to win is very simple for me. If you can spend real money and advance your character in the end game in any sort of power dynamic, whether it's PvE, whether it's on a personal accomplishment, whether it's anything, if you can do anything like that that actually increases your character's power level, and I think that there are some exceptions to this that are not necessarily as bad, things like story skips in Final Fantasy or something like a level boost in World of Warcraft are not really as bad, but I do think that they are also bad. But whenever you can actually advance and make your character more powerful in a game that locks your character out of doing things unless it is that powerful, yes, those are bad. And that's pay to win. Lost Ark is pay to win. WoW is pay to win. Final Fantasy is not pay to win. New World is not pay to win. You picking up what I'm putting down? You catching what I'm throwing? You seeing what I'm saying? You looking at what I'm showing you? Good. That's what I'm saying. PoE is pay to win? PoE is not really pay to win. PoE is probably the game that has the most microtransactions that I still somehow am completely in support of. I love Path of Exile. It's a completely free game. It's being developed constantly. And while they do have a lot of quality of life features that are locked behind the paywall, which I do think is shitty, realistically, how else could they make money? Yeah, PoE is pay for quality of life. Well, let's not be foolish here. If you're playing the game at endgame, and you have a quad stash tab that you can then immediately set the price on the items for, you are saving hours of time matching and individually pricing every single item. You absolutely save massive amounts of time by having the PoE stash tabs. And time is money, friend. So let's look at the other stuff, okay? Let's see here. It's like saying actual gambling streams are good because they show how bad gambling is. You know, I actually thought about doing that. I know I haven't talked about this before, but I actually thought about doing this. I thought about going and doing an actual gambling stream and showing how much money I would lose. Like, what I wanted to do, this is what I always wanted to do. I wanted to be driving in a car and say, hold up, wait a minute, guys. I want to play some Battle for Azeroth. And I was going to drive to a 7-Eleven and buy a lottery ticket. I said, get me every single one on the back that has a 7 on it. And I'm going to buy every single one. And I would fucking pretend to play Battle for Azeroth by doing scratch-off tickets. But I decided not to do that because, you know, then, like, people are getting banned for, like, you know, texting and driving or, like, being distracted driving, etc. Like, I've, you know, the thing is, like, I used to text and drive all the time, but the problem is, like, it was way easier to text and drive with the flip phones because you could put your thumb on where the button was and you'd have, like, a frame of reference of, like, where it was. And like with a smartphone, you can't do that anymore. Yeah, like I could text without even looking at it, but with my smartphone, I can't do that anymore. So it's actually a way. It's illegal. Yeah, I know. And so anyway, like, yeah, I don't text and drive hardly anymore. Chat's too young to understand. Yeah, I remember, like, bro, I had a flip phone until I was like fucking 24, man. Like, I didn't graduate until like the Bronze Age. Until then, I was still in the Stone Age, using a flip phone, etc. And what do you think League of Legends is pay to win? Okay, let's see here. Oh wow, what an insight. I wouldn't have known unless Gigabrain XQC could have shown me. The hypocrisy surrounding this game is staggering, and I hope it won't be long before it's dead and forgotten, but something tells me that isn't gonna happen. I wonder what he, what subreddits this individual posts on. Let me see. View profile file. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Guild Wars 2? Okay. So it's and WoW, mostly WoW. Okay. Okay. Why are we making fun of him from being from Sweden? Why? What's wrong with being from Sweden? Sweden is great, okay? He's right though. Yeah, no, I know he's right. It's funny to me to see somebody who plays World of Warcraft and posts actively in the World of Warcraft subreddit criticizing Lost Ark and hoping that Lost Ark dies, because World of Warcraft is just as, if not more, pay to win than Lost Ark. So like, I mean, that's my opinion on it, okay? And so yeah, is it though? Yes, it is. I think that it is. No, it's not. Really? Really? It's not? So PvP in World of Warcraft matters. Your gear matters, right? So if you can pay real money to buy gold to pay somebody to make your gear better in PvP, and you can also do the same thing in PvE, but Lost Ark you can only do it in PvE, wouldn't that make WoW worse? That's outside the game? No, it's not. How's it outside the game? How's it outside the game? No, it's not. Chat forgot about the WoW token. Yeah, in a sense, you're absolutely right, but WoW doesn't have addictive gambling involved. WoW doesn't have addictive gambling involved. So, in my opinion, addictive gambling involved. Let's see. I mean, you could say like mount runs, like it depends, like weekly chests, mount farming, gear drops, etc. Like, is it as much? I feel like Lost Ark, like it would be disingenuous to say that Lost Ark doesn't have more gambling involved. Like, I think that Lost Ark definitely has more gambling involved than WoW does, but I think that they both have gambling. It's like comparing slots versus roulette. Like, yeah, slots is programmed to make you lose, but roulette, just because you're throwing the dice doesn't mean you're gonna win. You know, the dice could have a little magnet in them, and there could be magnets under the table too, right? That's it. And yeah, a Race to World First. Yeah, that's the thing. If you watch one of the Race to World First streams, that's such a great example. Thank you. If you watch one of the Race to World First streams, here, let me go ahead and I will explain. Where is this? Okay, so let's go ahead. This is what the Race to World First streams are like. Okay. I don't know why I have that one on there. I've got this one. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much good. So that's pretty much what they look like now. And instead of that, well, it's because of, there's probably some video I watch. But anyway, so that's what they look like. So if it's not pay to win, like, what do you think? So you think of all those Race to World First guilds? Is there anybody that actually subscribes to the ideology that these Race to World First guilds are not using, like, money that was gotten with RMT? What do you think? These people that are giving them gold constantly, that are paying for carries, you think that that one of these guilds like Echo or Limit, you think that they go and do a background check on somebody to see if they're using illegal gold? No, they take the money and they fucking use it. Come on. So naive. You're right, Race to World First is totally an exception, to be honest. No, it's not. Everybody does it. So yeah, that's it. Didn't the top guild go into millions of debt because of the World First race? Yes, it has. And I don't think that all of the gold that they obtained to pay that debt back was not, I think it's very, very obviously probably bought with RMT, right? I mean, I think that in many cases it was. And also people bought it with real money too, with WoW tokens. What do you think? People are diligently farming 8 million gold? Fuck no. Of course that's not what's happening. Check Willie latest video. It's about that. Willie latest video. Let's see what Willie's got to say. I haven't watched Willie for a while. Race to World First. I guess I can watch that. Sure. Yeah, I think that'll make some. The thing is, like, I'm not gonna shit on those guys or anything like that, but it's just sorry about that. You don't need the, let me read the rest of these. Sorry. I'm getting very distracted. I'm trying to read 5 different things at the same time. They've been boosting in raids for literally months, making millions and millions of gold. Yeah, exactly. And how much of that gold do you think was bought with RMT or with WoW tokens? Probably all of it. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's just a game. What comments is Asmon rating? Because this shit's like a waterfall and stupid. No, I feel like there is some credibility in what's being said, but like overall and everything like that is it's not really that big of a deal. Let me read the rest of these. I think there's more of them. I find it weird watching his previous video. He mentions that WoW should remove WoW tokens and ban all raid sales with gold. I never said that. Did I? I don't think I did. Like I'm pretty sure that I didn't say that. I mean, like, maybe I did. I don't know. You didn't? Yeah, I don't think I didn't, but like, I feel like what I said, it was probably really bad because of the WoW token. So like, I didn't like the raid sales for gold because of the WoW token, not, I don't know, it's a nuanced opinion. I can see why I would maybe say that. Meanwhile, Asmon is advocating to play Lost Ark and completely contradict himself. Praising a game with its predatory system that prey on consumer money, insane amount of grinds and systems before you can even start raids, and promoting an unhealthy behavior. He keeps saying it's pay to win, but I'm having fun. Yeah, because you're indirectly getting all the pay to win benefits through your mail. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, duh. No shit. But, duh. What did you think? What did you think? Like, yeah, but really, like, I'm confused. They're so salty. Yeah, the guy's smart. Yeah. The thing is, like, there are a lot of people. Would you have not had fun had you not got boosted to 1370? Well, I just wouldn't be 1370 right now. Like, that's all there is to it. I just wouldn't be 1370 right now. Like, it's not that I wouldn't be having fun. I do have fun playing the game. That's why I play it off stream. Why would I play a game that I don't like if I'm only playing it for stream content? Well, I'm playing it because I have fun playing the game. And I'm doing things in the game that are completely independent of my item level. Because almost all of my item level related activities are things that I want to do on stream because a lot of people don't have access to them. That's why I wanted to show them on stream so people could see it. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm going around, like, I did the quest line for Blue-Eyed Calvasis. He's a rapport NPC in Hypnos's Eyes, which is an island, and if you get exalted with him, you get a giant's heart, which I need to get skill point potions. So I was going around and doing that, and that's what I focused on for a long time. You'd be doing different content if you had lower gear, though? No, because that content would be boring and repetitive, and I had already done that before. This game has no real pay-to-win aspects. You're right. Except for the parts where you're able to pay money and get better gear. And then have access to higher level content. Yeah. If you ignore the fact that you can spend real money to get better gear in the game that allows you to get better gear because you have spent money, if you ignore that, then you're right. It doesn't have any pay-to-win aspects. You're totally right. True and real. Yeah, there you go. You know what? Hey, guy. Isn't every game pay to win? Cause if you buy it, you paid for it. You can't win, you can't play. So ain't every game pay to win? Didn't think of that one, did you? Look, I get what let's talk about some real shit, okay? Let's talk about some absolute real shit. And let's see here. Yeah, if you ignore, the thing is, if you ignore the aspects that are pay to win, then it's not pay to win. I don't understand, okay? Like, this is the only thing I'm going to say that's related more to me and like what people are saying about me. Why is it that Shroud and Rich can fucking spend thousands of dollars on this game and there's not a single Reddit post about it, but I do it and the whole fucking page is full of them? How is this gonna happen? What is this? What did I do to deserve this? I feel like I'm like Hassan of video games. Can't you guys get mad at somebody else for once? Holy shit. You are our last hope. No, listen. Because you beg and they don't. I feel like it's... Yeah, but the begging is funnier. Yeah, the begging's more fun. That's why. Because you said you won't do it like others. Did I really... Like, I think that, like, okay. I feel like I never really commit to anything. So I would be genuinely surprised if I actually said I wouldn't do something. Because almost every time I will say I probably won't or we'll see what happens. I feel like it is, like, I never say never. Like, if you guys actually can find the clip of me committing to something, I will be impressed. I'll be totally honest. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, we should be fine. And if it cares, you said you wanted to give a real review without paying money? Yeah, but then it got boring, and so that's what I'm gonna tell people in the review. Like, wouldn't that just make sense, though? That, like, hey, I got to this point, and, like, I couldn't really progress past this point because it just took a huge amount of time investment that I didn't want to do. So I basically got free materials, and that's the rest of the content. Like, wouldn't that... I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of fair. I mean, isn't it? You made a big deal out of it? Just swipe and shut the fuck up, but you want the post for a weird way for content? No. No, of course I would not do that. Yeah, so that's what I would say. So you're saying it's only fun if you swipe and everything else in the game is boring? No, that's not what I said at all. Like, that's not that. Where did you get that? That's not what I said. That's what you think. And what I said is that the content that I do. Okay, so there are two different things. The content that I do on my stream is more important to me than my personal enjoyment of the game. How can I prove that to you? I played on a PvP server in Classic World of Warcraft, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had on stream. I will always punish myself and do that just to make you guys laugh. Okay? That's what it is. Do you get personal enjoyment? You committed to hitting 1370 yesterday? Yeah. If I didn't hit it, I would have been a liar. I mean, what do you guys want me to be a liar? I mean, come on. Will you commit to that? No. No.